What is up, Nuggets? It's your boy, Killer Pizza, here with a brand new video for all you rascals and rapscallions out there. Now, I apologize for this video dropping a little later than normal. You guys know I like to drop them at noon on Sundays, but last night was one of our IWE Imperial Wrestling Entertainment shows up in Houghton Lake, and to be honest, after I kind of went through the procedures with my finger at the hospital, I just really haven't been in the mood to make much content, so I planned on filming it before the trip, but I didn't get to it, so I'm filming it now. So, rocking my nice Rick Cartier t-shirt. I'm very tired from the night before. I got home about 4 in the morning, but anyways, let's get into this video. It's going to be a quick horror movie collection update video. All the titles I've collected since the last one, so probably about a month or so. Not as many as normal. I think I have 6 titles, but let's just get right into it and see what I picked up. Now, right off the top of the stack, this is one of the better titles I picked up. I'm very excited for this one. This is the complete 4-movie collection of Psycho on Blu-ray. And, I mean, this artwork behind it of the hotel is pretty dope. And I sound like such a dork when I say, like, I love, like, the red on the Blu-ray rather than blue. It's just kind of different, you know. And this includes the first 4 Psycho movies. And I gotta say, you guys know I'm a huge fan of Scream Factory releases, and I don't know if all of them, I don't think the first one has a release, but I know some of the sequels have some pretty nice Scream Factory releases, but this was kind of like the talk of the town last week for like Blu-ray collectors online, because this dropped down to about $12. I believe it might still be that $12 on Amazon for all 4, and this is a pretty nice set. I feel like if you're a fan of horror, Psycho has to be in the collection, and I've honestly never seen any of the sequels, so this is one I want to get for a while. The price was right, so I grabbed it. Next one we got. Now, this is one people were kind of talking about online a couple weeks ago. I remember this coming out when I was younger. This is the remake, I think from 1999, House on Haunted Hill. I'm not a slipcover guy, but I'm kind of bummed I didn't get this with the slipcover, because this artwork is actually just a little bit dull for me, but it is a collector's edition, which means it's going to have a reversible sleeve. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to pick this up. I'm not the biggest fan of like late 90s, early 2000s kind of horror. Certain titles I really like, but I heard a lot of talk about this one, about, you know, how good it actually was, and I can't tell you I remember anything about this movie. I know I seen it when I was younger, but I figured, hey, you can't go wrong with a Scream Factory title. All right, now, this is a weird one I never really heard of. It actually came out not too long ago. Last night I was talking to Dennis Edwards, Mike Goodman, Stuntman Mike, whatever you want to call him. Great guy, works at IWE. He's the only one I talked to out of all my horror friends who knew of this movie. Nobody else seems to ever heard of it. That is Evil Dead Trap. I think the name throws people off, and you know, apparently the plot is there's like a news reporter or radio host or something. I think this woman here, and she gets like a videotape, and it looks like snuff. Like some, you know, snuff is like real killing and exploitation. So her and her news reporter crew go to the location of the said events, and I guess like it becomes real, and a slasher starts killing them off one by one, which I'm assuming is this fella here with this handy dandy knife. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to check this one out. But like I said, if you guys never heard me mention this before, I say it all the time, I work second shift. So I guess just when I get home past 1 in the morning or 3 in the morning, really, I feel like I'm just not in the mood for subtitles, which I really don't mind. But I'm going to make sure I give this one a chance very soon, because I really want to check this one out just to see what it's about. Apparently I heard it's like a twist between like Evil Dead and Italian Giallo films, but like with a Japanese twist. So I'm like, all right, man, you know, I'm anxious to check that one out. All right, okay, 7 titles now that I'm picking these up. Now, like I said, I'm not a big slipcover guy, but when I do get one, I'm pretty excited. And with this one, great slipcover, Green Inferno, Eli Roth. You know, I know a lot of people differ in their opinions on Eli Roth. I don't really watch any of the newer stuff. Didn't do like The Conjuring and stuff, Annabelle. That's how little I know about those movies. I'm old school with my shit. But I never had a problem with the guy personally. I put this movie off for a long time because I do not like Cannibal Holocaust, though I've never seen it. I just know there's some like animal cruelty, which, you know, we're weird in the horror community. Like, I almost cut my finger off. I can't see the blood. I can't look at it. Animal cruelty or anything like that, terrible. Obviously, nobody wants to see that. But then you can just watch people get their heads cut off, like in every other movie. You know what I mean? Isn't it weird being like a horror fan? But I mean, with that being said, didn't get this for a long time because of the reputation Cannibal Holocaust had with animal cruelty, and I'm not the only one that links these together. So you know, but with a little bit of research, I found out none of that actually happens in this. And I mean, with that being said, I was always pretty interested in the concept of like cannibal movies. You just never know how far they'll go in those old 70s movies. A lot of exploitation back then. But this one seems good. I've heard good things. Collector's edition, a lot of special features. Excited to check this one out. And then I'll just go over this one quickly because my last video was a review of this movie, and that is Scream Factory's Alone in the Dark. This movie was unbelievable. The one thing I left out in the review that I want to mention, or two things, is that I loved the cameo with the punk rock band Sick Fucks. That scene was fun because it showed a little of like, it showed the main character like how uptight he kind of was, and then there's also like a pretty cool little twist at the end that I did enjoy. Those two little factoids are kind of for the people that already seen my review of this movie, but if you haven't seen that, I would suggest check it out right after this video. Then we have, this is actually one I really wanted to get for the longest time, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. That is Arrow Video's House. Now, I don't know if this is region A or C. I can't tell. I tried to rip off the barcode until I open it. I can't really tell, but usually when you got this little marker on there, it could be region A or C, which don't play on normal Blu-ray players in America. But with that being said, I'm going to eventually upgrade to a 4K region-free player when my Halloween 4K releases get here, 1 through 5. But either way, I've only heard good things about this movie. It seems kind of campy, kind of fun. I heard the sequels are pretty good too. And when I say I've been meaning to get this one, it's been like years. I've been just tempted to buy this one. I finally did. So, House. Then the very last one. Speaking of Halloween, 1 through 5 through Scream Factory, the 4Ks, if you guys haven't picked those up yet. Though I already owned Part 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, I bought this 3-pack that comes with H2O and Resurrection. Because I don't know about you guys, but I have not really had much luck finding like Blu-ray copies of Resurrection or H2O. That's why I think in a way the Scream Factory box set that came out years ago goes for so much money, because I've had trouble like getting this full set. But now I know I had to get these because the 5 first Halloween movies 4Ks are coming. This way I'll have the first 8, and I do have the remake. The only ones I'll be missing at that point are the Rob Zombie ones, which I don't really care for, but for continuity's sake, I'm going to have to go pick them up. You guys know how it is when you collect. It's a madness. So, yeah, I had to grab these before I got the 4K, because I'm probably going to watch the whole series again in the month of October. And if you guys want to see me do anything special with like this series, like review the whole thing, 1 through 11, I think it is, I am willing to do that because I'm ready to binge watch these all over again. I just wanted to watch my copy of Part 3, which is criminally underrated, the other day, but I was like, I got the 4K coming like in 2 weeks. I might as well just hold off. But yeah, that is my whole haul. And actually, one more thing I want to add on here that I have down here, in case you guys didn't know, which, I mean, a lot of you wouldn't know because I didn't talk about this online too much, or at least on YouTube. My entire basement flooded Thursday night, and I used to be a big vinyl record collector, and my whole vinyl collection got ruined from the flood. I mean, a lot of them are savable, but a lot of the discs are messed up. The covers are messed up, and I just want to give a shout out to John Campbell. He is the man who runs IWE, a good friend of mine, and his wife Laura. They actually heard about my vinyl collection getting destroyed, and I just want to add this. It's a horror channel, so this works. They actually gifted me a vinyl they had because they felt bad I lost all my records. I had about 300 vinyls that got destroyed, and so they gave me the Misfits, Walk Among Us on vinyl, which this insert is fucking badass too. But yeah, that's just like, it's just a point to be nice to people, because like this really meant a lot to me. And I think there's a big difference between being like nice and then being like thoughtful, because you could just say like, you know, bless you when someone sneezes, but like to give me this after I lost my whole collection, as you can see, like I'm a big collector. This is the shit I collected before I got back into movie collecting. So I do really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. And this is one of my very favorites, actually, because one of my favorite eras in the Misfits history. I am a big fan. Just the ones offhand that I love the most off this record. I Turned Into a Martian is absolutely classic. Hate Breeders, Mommy Can I Go Out and Kill Tonight, the live version. Night of the Living Dead is a very underrated Misfits song. It's pretty basic, but very fun and poppy. Skulls, probably one of the best Misfits songs of all time. Or Astro Zombies. I mean, this whole album kicks ass. And once again, really appreciate it, guys. But, yeah, with that being said, those are my pickups. Not as much as normal, because like I said, I have those Halloween pre-orders, and I'm trying to save a little more money these days. But, yeah, that's all 6 of them. And, yeah, just let me know if you guys have seen any of these films, because some of these are obscure, like Evil Dead Trap, or even Alone in the Dark, a lot of people never heard about. So give me your opinions on any of these if you ever heard about them, or any questions you have about any of these, or if you want me to review any of these in particular, or any other movie in particular for that matter. You know, I try to be the people's champ over here. Whatever you guys want, I'm willing to provide it, because this channel is nothing but fun for me, and I hope you guys have fun watching it as well. And last but not least, I will say, I didn't know Craig Stossel got thrown in the dumpster last night by Rick Green, President Rick Green, at last night's Imperial Wrestling Entertainment show. And that sucks, because Craig Stossel is one hell of a guy. And he's actually making a YouTube channel soon. We were just talking about it yesterday. If you guys are a fan of like video games, he's a retro video game collector, also has a ton of movies and everything. He was telling me this awesome plan of this giant setup he was going to build, and it sounds fucking sweet. One of my best supporters and a really good friend of mine in this crazy thing we call the wrestling business. So shout out to you, Mr. Stossel. And once you get your things up and going, I will share more information. I would love for all you guys to become a fan of his content, because I know it's going to be fucking great. But other than that, I'm still pretty sore from last night's match. Look up Imperial Wrestling Entertainment on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or any of that for that matter. That's one of the companies I work for. And they kick ass and do a lot of great things for the community. So, yeah, check that out as well. Other than that, it's almost October, guys. You better get your list ready. Though I don't make one of those lists, because I watch horror movies like every night anyways. But you guys, these are just some suggestions. You're not going to find all the best shit streaming. You got to buy some of the shit off Amazon. A lot of it is good prices. Get your movies lined up. Get the good 80s cheese. And I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy some horror movies in the month of October. Because you know what? God damn it, you deserve it. But other than that, I think I'm going to chill a little bit. Might pop one of these in. Might get some Chinese food. I don't fucking know. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day, God damn it. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't too slick. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll check you next time. Blood, Guts, Gore.